Hi everybody, I'm Jason Saff from Stage to Sell Home, and here are 5 tips that you can use to make your home feel luxe on a super tight budget. So number 1, a fresh coat of paint. There is nothing more cost effective than giving your home a fresh coat of paint. I love a nice neutral foundation. I do the walls typically in a flat, and then the trim, doors, and everything else in a semi-gloss finish. It's easy to clean up, and it helps radiate light throughout your space. Number 2, the pare down and edit. Be ruthless. Take everything out from each section and really evaluate, do you need this? Donate, give away anything that you don't need. Again, it'll come back to you, and also if you're donating it, you can get a receipt. It's a tax-deductible contribution at the end of the year. Number 3, update outdated lighting. This is a great way to make your home shine. It's so cost effective to go to a place like CB2, get some really smart lighting, get rid of those builder grade fixtures, and it really makes the room shine. In my own home, I don't have much overhead lighting. So I've got a lot of lamps. Now in the kitchen, there was a really old fixture that looked like something from a TGI Fridays in 1980. And so I got rid of that and put a vintage fixture. And that is the only thing that I was able to swap out in my apartment, but it makes a huge difference. I don't have overhead lighting in the bathroom, but there was a hook on the ceiling. And so I thought, what is something that could bring in a little bit of light would be fun? And so I have a giant 24-inch disco ball that reflects light that comes in through the windows. And I thought it was just a fun way, an unexpected thing in the bathroom to have. I love to get really good linens. It doesn't necessarily have to be expensive. Most of mine come from Muji and from H&M, and I went with a really soft neutral color palette. I love linen sheets, and I think that they do a great job. And so I got really soft neutral colors, and it just blends in with everything else. And again, it makes the bed feel like it just sort of like blends into the wall, which I love. Something else that's great and a way to make a home feel very luxe is to use symmetry. And so that's balancing objects, balancing furniture, so that there's these sort of mirror images on each side. And I often do that with artwork, I do it with chairs, I do it with a lot of different things so that the home feels balanced. And it's a great way when you're redoing your own home to give a sense of style to it. With the artwork, you have one large piece in the center, and then I have 5 on the right and 5 on the left. But they're not the same size, they're not the same shape, they're not the same configuration. What can happen sometimes when you have too much symmetry is it can be really boring. And so I like to use that rule of symmetry to create balance, but then I like to mix it up with different shapes, different sizes, different pieces, so that it keeps your attention and it feels right, but it doesn't feel so perfectly matched or kind of dull. So sometimes symmetry is very straightforward, a matching set of chairs, flanking a coffee table and a couch. Other times it's that you're flanking other things and maybe they're not a perfect match, but they balance each other out visually.